Say you've done it. You're in a room getting asked to pitch for a project. The first thing I do is try to find out what they like and what they're trying to accomplish with the project. Usually, what you get in a brief is quite shallow and hard to figure out on a deeper level. But also ask about what limitations there are. Do you have fixed budgets? If you do, have it be at least 30% above whatever your budget is, because they're probably gonna cut something out of it. If they do, don't just agree on doing it cheaper. Take pieces away, filming days for instance. Okay, but wait for discussing the whole budget thing. Just find out if there's a fixed budget or not. Then go home and put it together. This is also when you say you're interested and then you go home and put a treatment together. If you're thinking a film treatment, forget about that. It's a visual document that focuses on more than just a story. I'd say the story is about 5% of the document. The rest is mood boards, music, voiceover, casting, etc. How you will make the production happen. This is done because it helps to convince the client of your idea. It's also what they use to compare you to other competing pitch people. That's a whole video in itself though. For now, let's just stick to the philosophy of getting commercial gigs.
Yes, there's huge regional issues and we're suffering and we're struggling. People need to start understanding that individual rights and talking about the rights of minorities, the rights of women, the rights of every individual, it's all part of building a country. You have to talk about controversial issues and you have to act like grown-ups. If you're gonna shoot each other, then you better shoot each other and move on. And realize that shooting each other is not gonna get you anywhere.
So when I did Zero Silence, my career went up, both as a director and as a cinematographer. I got a lot more job offers. And I don't say that everybody should make a feature film, but I really think that the passion project is where you're gonna get freedom to do what you're best at. And that's essentially what you need to do if you want your dream job. You need to prove that I'm the shit, basically, because there's so much competition out there that it's ridiculous for you to think that, you know, a creative that has tons of people just, you know, breathing down their neck to have their project be theirs, or, you know, to pitch them ideas or to show a portfolio. It's ridiculous to think that they would listen and they would, you know, be interested in you if you're not better or different than everybody else. And I think the only way you can do that is by personal projects. You do stuff that you really want to do, and that is exactly your way of expressing yourself. Your personal story could be one way of doing it, but otherwise your personal way of telling stories is the way to go. Yep. You've landed your shot with a client. You got that job. Does it end there? No. My philosophy is that you should always over-deliver, because there's no better chance to prove yourself than if you work with somebody. Having a shot at impressing someone that is giving you the right type of work is a rare thing, so use that opportunity. If you're difficult to work with, show any type of prestige, promise on things you can't deliver, or lack talent, then you'll never get a call back and your reputation will start to tarnish. If you, on the other hand, come across as a catch, an untapped talent, or cheap in terms of what they expected, then you will not only get a second job, but they will recommend you to other people. And that's where you want to be. When you, for instance, have heads of film at the most prestigious agencies recommending you to other agencies, you'll notice things happening. This is probably the biggest reason we were able to climb from 3K projects to 100K projects in just a year's time. we compete with the biggest production companies in Sweden, yet we shouldn't be able to. We're two people. They can have hundreds of employees. In reality, we're freaking far from their level. It should be impossible, yet it's not. Play your cards right and build your personal brand from the ground up, and you'll surpass everybody with time. Building your career this way takes time.
So ever since I told my mom, she's been trying to understand how far I'm taking this thing, like she calls it.
And then later on, when I made the Pearl of Africa, my career really, it took off. I got a lot of commercial gigs. We did a lot of PR work aimed towards getting that project out there to get into the creatives, world and everything. And I think that's what you need to do. When Pearl of Africa actually came out, people started to contact me to get the same expression as a commercial director. So I started making a lot of commercials on a totally different level. Before that, I worked with TV for a long time. And since then, I've just used this way of making projects, pushing the PR, pushing like how it's promoted in social media and all that, just to leverage my career. And it's worked out for me, so it should for you too. Okay, that's it for how to land commercial work. If you have any thoughts of how to land your dream job, comment below.